Hello onliners, welcome to my world of blogging, guys. In this video I want to talk to you guys about how you can come up with your own blog. How do you start blogging? How do you become a blogger? So guys, I have been so excited. I have been getting a lot of messages, on my Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, mostly LinkedIn. I have been getting a lot of messages from you guys. A lot of people are asking me about certain things that I post, when am I releasing the video on how to start blogging. Some of you guys want to start creating websites and people can't wait, I get a lot of questions around, when will you start talking about project management? Guys, I am following. I can't reply to everyone, but believe me, I get most of your messages, and believe me, I will cover most of your questions in all of my videos. So I'm super excited that people are keeping me accountable of things that I say on social media. 2 weeks ago, I posted, a picture on my Instagram account saying that I am currently working on a complete guide on how you can, come up with your own blog. And, people have been asking, but when is it coming out? And I'm just excited. I'm just excited that, people are following what I do. People are, listening to what I teach. And it's exciting to know, guys. So thank you guys, and I'm happy that you guys are keeping me accountable of things that I say on social media. Well done guys. So for those that don't know me as yet, you have not seen me speak before, you have not been on my channel, this is the first time that you are hearing me speak. We have not met in the streets of Windhoek yet. My name is Julian Elao. And I'm a fan of the internet, guys. I love everything that happens online. And in my free time, I keep myself busy with, figuring out ways, finding out tools, platforms, and easier ways, that can help me work much smartly online. And of course, I'm also figuring out ways that can help me work much easier, and ultimately also help you guys, work much easier. So a lot of us, have this thing in our mind that only techies can come up with certain things. Only techies can start YouTube channels, only techies can come up with blogs, only techies can come up with websites. It was the case back then. Believe me, guys, back then, there are certain things that you needed to understand before you could come up with a blog or a website or a personal profile and so forth. There are certain fundamentals that you needed to understand around, web pages, how HTML tag works, how CSS tags work, certain things you needed to understand. But that is no longer the case, guys, Things have been made easier for us on the internet. There are so many platforms that you can use. There are so many tools out there that you can use. There are so many templates, guys, that you can download on so many sites. There are so many plugins, that you can download, and you just need to know how to put things together. So, guys, it's not as complex as it looks. Believe me, if you follow this video up to the end, at the end of the video, you will be able to, come up with your own blog. So, guys, it's not as complicated as we think it is. Watch this video up to the end, and then you will know that you will be able to come up with your own blog. So, in this video, guys, I am going to, go through 7 steps. 7 steps. Okay, so I'm going to go through 7 steps on how you can start your own blog. It is the easiest thing to do. Just make sure that you follow from the beginning to the end, and at the end of the video, you should be able to come up with your own blog. So before we get to the 7 ways or the 7 steps, which you need to follow when coming up with your own blog, I want to explain to you guys what, a blog is. how do you start blogging, what are the reasons, or what is blogging, and what are the reasons why one would start a blog. I am so sure there are so many of you out there, they are probably wondering, what exactly is she talking about? What is blogging? What is she talking about? So I just want to, explain to you guys what a blog is, what blogging is, and what are the reasons, that people would start a blog. So guys, a blog is just a type of a website, all right? It is a type of a website that you update on a regular basis. Now, the only difference between a website and a blog is that, a website is static, and you don't need to update the website on a daily basis. You can update your website, as need be. So you can update your website, you say once in a year, or once in a month, really depending on how your content changes. But with a blog, you have to update on a full-time basis. You need to update on a daily basis, because a blog keeps your customers engaged. You interact with your customers on a blog. So that is what a blog is. Now, there are a lot of businesses that the blogging idea actually makes sense. When you are in the food business, and you send out recipes to your customers on a daily basis, for example, a blog will be the creative platform for you to use. If you're in the fashion business, you dress up every day, and you are out there wanting to show your clients about different trends and, different fashion methods on a daily basis. So a blog is for businesses that want to keep their customers informed on a daily basis with certain information. Now, what is blogging? So blogging is all these skills, that you put together in order for you to run a successful blog. Now, it is the process around you sharing the information on your website, posting, writing. So that whole process all together is called blogging. So you interact with your clients, you write, you post, and you share content about your business on a website. Now, what are some of the reasons that people will come up with a blog? There are so many reasons depending on the type of the business that you are running, but most of the important reasons why people come up with a blog for their businesses or for their own personal brand, or their own just personal lives, is because they want to interact with clients on a full-time basis. They want to keep their customers engaged on a full-time basis. And a blog is really necessary for businesses. They want to keep their customers engaged. And so really, it also, is used for, building traffic on your website. The idea of having a lot of people visit your website on a daily basis. You can only have a lot of people visiting your blog on a daily basis if you keep your audience as engaged as possible. So yeah, those are the reasons that someone will start up a blog, of course, to attract traffic to their website, which will ultimately create an income for them. I mean, the more people you have on the website, the more ideas that you can sell to them. So those are the reasons why people come up with blogs. So let's get to the steps. So what are the 7 steps that you guys need to follow into coming up with your own blog? So step number 1, you need to choose a topic. It is so important, guys. I cannot emphasize how important it is to choose your own topic. You need to identify your niche of what you are going to be focusing on. It is so important. You can't start a blog if you don't know what you are going to be talking about. And the reason why I'm saying it's so important to identify a topic and really to take time, you can take your book, you can take your pen, and then you jot down on topics that you are going to be focusing on. Guys, it is important because, you need to have, if a blog is something that you update on a daily basis, all right, you are feeding your audience and your customers, information on a daily basis. So that means that, you need to have something to say on a daily basis. Now, if you choose a topic and you don't have, content to generate for your audience, you wouldn't have, information to update your blog or to engage with your customers on a daily basis. So important, guys, take a pen, take a paper, jot down your topics of what you want to be focusing on. You know, if you are in the food business, and you want to be, you know, sending out recipes to your customers, and then keeping your customers informed of, you know, your recipes, the ingredients that you use, you need to jot down that, you know, this is what I'm going to focus on, and this is what I'm going to, you know, be feeding my audience with. Now, it is so important, because if you choose a topic that is not relevant, and you can't really generate a lot of content from that topic, you will not have anything to keep your customers informed. So guys, step number one, really important, before you even get to the technicalities, before you even start creating anything, make sure you have a topic, and make sure you have an interesting topic, and make sure you have a topic that you can generate enough content to feed your audience. Plan, guys, plan. Spend a lot of weeks planning around your topics. Believe me, it is better to spend a lot of time planning than to be executing, because the moment you start blogging, you get to a, you know, a dead end, because you run out of things to talk about. So take your time, create enough topics, and then select one, you know, where you know you can focus, and you know you can generate content. Now, this is important, guys, and it is really important that you choose a topic of things that you enjoy doing, so that you don't you don't find it like it's a job for you to come up with this content. So choose topic around things that you do on a daily basis. Dressing up, you know, cooking, you know, I don't know, anything that you know you do on a daily basis, and it excites you, and when you do it, you know, you don't feel like you are on a task. So really important, guys, spend time, you know, around what you are passionate about the information that you want to share, and then, you know, jot down on your topics, and then select a topic to focus on. So step number 2, choose a domain name. Now, this is where it gets technical, guys. This is where it gets technical, but believe me, if you follow, it is not that complicated. So what exactly is a domain name, guys? So a domain name is, you know, a name that identifies you on the internet, guys. You know how you have your cell phone numbers? You know, you go to your phone and you want to call Julia. Julia has been assigned a unique cell phone number. And in Namibia, you can't find anyone else with that cell phone number but Julia. So that cell phone number identifies Julia uniquely. So the same thing applies to domain names. So a domain name is a name that identifies you uniquely on the internet. You can't find two names or two domain names on the internet that are the same. So for example, if you choose a domain name, www.julianelao.com, that's about it. Someone else cannot come and take the domain julianelao.com. And this is the reason why some people will come up with julianelao. Or Julianelao 3, Julianelao 2, and so forth. So guys, it is really important to choose a domain name that can speak to your customers. Not too long, not too short, just perfect. So it is also very important that, you know, you think around your domain names, and then select a domain name. Now I'm gonna show you guys in practical the website or the platform that I use to get all my domains. Make sure that you click on the link in the description below. I left the link in the description below, you know, on the platform that I use to you know, create all my domains. So I'm just gonna go right ahead and then, you know, take you through how I secure my domains. You too can get your own domain, and once you have your domain secured, we'll move on to the third step.
This is where I get most of my domain, guys. So please click in the link in the description below, and first make sure that you have an account on OneGrid. But anyhow, this is the platform where I get most of my domains. And I haven't really experienced any problems. I've been with them, I think, for over 7 years now. So as you can see, they provide so many other services. You know, if you just need a business email, or you just need a domain, or you want to build your website, or you want to web host, you know, they provide all of it. So if you want to secure a domain, this is where you come at the bottom here. So now that you thought about the type of domain that you want and the name, you thought of the name that you want for your domain, this is where you come and search if your domain is still available. All right. So if it's taken, you will know if it's taken, if it's available, you will be able to secure the domain. So let's just, see if there's any domain that we want to secure. So I'm just gonna go right ahead and then type in julianelao.com. And this is where you choose the prefix, the type of domain that you want. Now, I normally take the .com, all right? But as you can see, there are so many other options, .online, .tech, .org, depending on the type of organization. There are so many prefixes that you can use. So I normally choose .com. So I'll just go right ahead and then click on search and then see, all right, you're not supposed to put a .com, just the name of your domain and then search. So it is searching. All right, so it is currently searching. Can you guys see? So because I've already secured the domain Julian Elao, it is telling me that it's no longer available for registration. So, and it is also saying if this is your domain, you can also transfer it to us. Okay, so if you are hosting it somewhere else, you can also transfer it to us. So guys, this is the reason why I'm saying a domain name, there can only be one domain name on the internet. So Julian Elao is taken. So you need to find something else. So let's try, I don't know. I'm just coming up with things that I think won't be available. So Julian Elao twins, forgot again, should not be .com. So, okay, so it says, congratulations, julianelaotwins.com is available. And you can come up with anything, guys, whatsoever business you are doing, Julia Kitchens, Design Kitchens, ModernKitchens.com, fashion, whatsoever, you can come here and then just search. And so you can see Julia Nelao Twins is available. So you can just go right ahead and then secure the domain. So you can just add it to cart and then you can check out. You can see the domain is about 200 Rand. That is just the domain, all right? So you can continue and then just, buy the domain, all right? So I'm not gonna go and buy the domain right now because I don't really need a domain. But what you need to do is just, you just need to follow the steps, continue, and you can say no additional web builder for now. If it is just the domain that you are looking for. So you can just check out, guys. As you can see, this includes domain essentials and it includes domain registration. So you can just go right ahead and then check out. So that will be your total amount. So you can just go right ahead and then check out. So once you check out, you will use the login details that you used to create or to log on to OneGrid. And then you will be allocated a customer profile. So you can log on onto OneGrid and you'll see that the domain that you purchased will be on OneGrid. So that domain now belongs to you guys. Nobody else can take it from you. And maybe just one important thing to note, annually, you need to renew your domains, guys. Annually, you need to renew your domains. So it is so important because if you don't renew your domains on an annual basis, you won't, it will expire. It expires and someone else will be able to take it. So this is the reason why you have to renew your domains on an annual basis. So easy, straightforward. This is how you secure your domain. There are so many other websites, but this is the website that I use and I have not been disappointed so far. So go right ahead, click on the link and then make sure you get yourself a profile. Now, there are so many other courses that are coming that I'm going to be talking about, and this is just one of them. So you just secured your domain. You haven't started blogging as yet, you just have a domain.
All right, so step number 3, guys. Now that you have your domain, you secured your domain, you bought your domain, and your domain now belongs to you. So now you went out and you bought your domain, www.kitchendesign, Julianella, or whatsoever domain it is that you bought. So now the domain belongs to you, right? So the third thing that you need to do, you need to find a web hoster where you can host your domain. All right, so on this domain you are going to be creating a website, and on this website you are going to be storing your images, your files. You are going to be receiving emails, for example. So all this content need to be stored in a specific location, and this is how a web hosting package comes to about. So you need to get a hosting package for you to be able to host, or to put your website on a certain location. So this is the reason why we get web hosting for. So your domain, your website, your emails, your files, your images, and everything, your databases, everything associated with your domain is now going to be stored in one location, and that is the location where we call web hosting. So guys, simple enough, I'm going to show you guys a platform that I use to for my website hosting. So I'm going to take you guys through how you can host your own domain as well. So I've left the link in the description below. Make sure that you click on it. First, make sure that you have a domain. So click on the first link, and second, make sure that you have a web hosting package. So you click on the web hosting link.
So I used a different platform to host all my domains, guys, because like I said, I've got so many platforms that I use all together. There are platforms I use to just get domains. There are platforms that I use to just host my domains. And sometimes I all do it in one place. So the platform that I use to host all my domain is Exclusive Hosting. So click on the link below. Make sure you have an account first, before we get started. Now, as you can see, you can host your domains here, and there are several packages that you can choose from, web hosting. You can choose exclusive plan, multi-exclusive plan, depending on, if you are just, using this personal reasons or just for one business, you can choose a smaller package. But if you are doing it for a business, then you can go right ahead and then choose a multi-exclusive plan on enterprise plan, one of the two. So as you can see, you have a 30-day free trial, so you can try out this whole platform for 30 days. If you like it, you can continue with web hosting. If you don't like it, you can always cancel your account. So I've been with Exclusive for, I think, over 7 years as well. And really, they are so quick to respond. If you have any, any complaints or any queries, if you log a call on or log a help request, they are really, really quick to respond, guys. So so I'm just gonna go right ahead and then log in because I want to show you guys what you need to do now that you have a domain. So I'm just gonna go right ahead and then log in into my account. Now, all right. So once you have an account, this is where it will take you. So now that you have your domain registered, you secured the domain belongs to you. Now the first thing that you need to do, you need to host your domain. All right. On Exclusive, I think if you are hosting your domain, I think they give you a free domain as well. So really, guys, the options are many. You just need to figure out which way you want to go. So you click on host domains, and as you can see, it says, you can perform various actions. Once you have your domain hosted, you can perform various actions like, you can upload your files, you can set up your emails, you can have FTP accounts, you can also create your subdomains. So again, guys, this is the reason why a domain alone is not enough. You can't really do much with a domain alone. All right. So with the domain comes other things, like website that needs to be on top of your domain, your databases where you are storing all your files, your FTP account. So all these things are now, you are now going to have it in one location. So you click on host domain. Once you click on host domain, you can just go right ahead and then type the domain that you secured previously. So you can add a host. Now I'm not going to click on add a host because my domain is already, being hosted. So this is just for, teaching purpose for you guys when you do it on your end. So you can just go right ahead and then add host, all right? And once that is done, you will see that your domain will be listed, at the bottom. All your domains that you are hosting will be listed at the bottom. So now you secured your domain, and now you have your domain hosted somewhere. So now you can go right ahead and, get yourself a website, or I don't know, you can go right ahead and then get yourself a WordPress, platform, a WordPress template to, to start creating your blog, guys. So you have your web, you have your domain hosted.
So step number 4, guys, you need to go out there and then find a template, that you can use for your blog. Now, there are so many WordPress templates out there that you can, find depending on what your business is about, depending on your niche market, depending on the, on the type of services that you are offering. You can go on Google, and you can Google WordPress templates, find a template that speaks to what you do, what your business does, what you stand for. There are so many platforms that you can use to come up with, all these templates. Now, you will notice that, on the hosting platforms as well, I've shown you, on the hosting platforms as well, there are sections where you can browse for all the online templates, or WordPress templates that you can use for your blog. You can also go on Google and just download a theme that that looks nice, that has your colors, or that has that just looks nice, that you can use for the type of business that you are in. There are also other platforms that you can go to. There's Envato. I left the link in the description below. Envato has the best templates, guys. So you can go on Envato and download blogging templates, WordPress templates that you can use for your blog, and ultimately just use those templates to design your blog on any of the web hosting platforms. Now, like I've explained before, on most of the hosting platforms, you get different functionalities. You can store your databases, you can install your WordPress templates directly on on the website. So all you need to do is just get a theme that that resonates with your the type of business that you are in.
So guys, you are way ahead in the blogging game, guys. So first, you chose your topic. Second, you secured your domain. Third, you hosted your domain. Now you need to find a template, something that looks nice where you can, create your blog. So a theme type of thing, that works with, the type of services that you are providing. Now, there are so many ways to get a template, guys. So you can just go right on Google and then say, blog in WordPress. All right, now there are so many things that will come up. You can just see if you can find any template, So really, guys, you can go on Google and then just find, a template that works. One of the platforms that I also use that I really like, and I left the link in the description below again, is Envato Elements. Envato Elements. So guys, Envato Element for me is the best, website where you you can get creative. And really, I get most of my templates from Envato. So make sure that you have an account first. So you can just go right ahead and then, you can search for a blog in WordPress, you know. So you can just go right ahead and then look for a theme. So as you can see, there are so many themes that comes up, and really you just need to figure out which theme looks nice. If you are in, if you are in technology, you can always, select a theme that speaks to, technology. If you're in fashion, I'm so sure there are other themes that comes up, and so you can just click on one of the themes and or templates, and you can, click on live preview, so you can have like a look and feel on how the theme is going to look like. So as you can see, this is how it's going to look like. So guys, you can just go right ahead and just want to hide this. So you can just go right ahead and then, you can subscribe and then download. Now, guys, there are costs associated with, getting a domain, hosting your domain, getting a template, and depending on what template that you get, some templates are much cheaper, compared to others, and there are also free templates out there. This is the reason why I'm saying you need to spend time on Googling, you Google what are the free blogging platforms that are available. And you can go right ahead and then download the free template without, even paying. But if you want quality, Envato Element is the place to go. So you can download whatsoever template is Envato. I think you can also go to WordPress.org. WordPress.org. So on WordPress.org, you can download whatsoever blogging theme that you want. There are so many blogging themes, that you can just select from. Guys, the options are limited. And if you go on your web hosting package, you will see that, then we'll get to do it in our next, in step number 4. Step number 5, when we install our website, you see that on your hosting, on your hosting packages, you also have, an option to directly select from the themes that are available. So many endless options. You just need to choose the option that works for you. But at the end, you need to make sure that, you have selected the theme, you have selected the template that will make your website or your blog look outstanding.
You have your domain, you have your hosting package, you have your templates downloaded from Envato, or wherever you downloaded it from. So now you can go ahead and then install your template. So I'm gonna take you through the practicals of how you actually install a template.
This is how you install your, your blog. So on your hosting platform, you click on installer. Now, as you can see, there are options: website installer, application installer, frameworks. Now we are going to click on website installer because we want to create a blog. So depending on what you want to install, you can choose the options. So I'm just gonna go right ahead and then click on website installer. Now, as you can see here, it says, that the quick wizard will help you to install your website in just a few clicks. So you just need to follow the steps to choose your new site's key settings and web address, like your host name, site design, and so forth. So these are the steps that you need to follow when you are doing the installation. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to select your host. Now, this is where you are going to select the domain name that you hosted. So in your case, you could have hosted your kitchen design, Julian Elao. So you come and select your domain name here. All right, so I'm just gonna select a domain name for the purpose of this video, and then you need to type in a custom path where you want your installation to go. So I'm just going to call that test. You could have called it something else. All right. So then you select site. All right. Now, in the beginning, I explained to you guys, the web hosting platform come with templates as well. So you can choose and select any of these templates on the web hosting platforms, depending on the type of blog that you want to design. So you can just go right ahead and then click on blog, and a list of responsive blogs will appear. So you just need to, if you like any, you can just go right ahead and then click on it. So let's I'm just looking at one that I can maybe use as an example. It can really be anyone, so I'm just gonna click on proceed. So that's the one that I'm choosing. And here are some options that you need to fill in, guys. So you need to fill in the admin user. So I'm just going to change it to Julia. And then I'm going to give it a password. I'm going to give it a password. Now you need to take note of these things because these are the details that you will be logging onto your platform. So this one, two. All right, so you can use any email address. You can just type in an email address, and you can give your blog a title. For example, so here you need to choose a database prefix. Now, a database is where all your images and everything else, all your content is going to be stored, in your website. So you need to create a database. You can just give it any name. You can give it a name test, all right? And then, so it will just automatically create the database for you. So all you need to do is just click on install website, all right? So now it is busy doing the installation on your hosting package. Takes a little bit of a while, but that's not a problem. Successfully installed. So your theme has been successfully installed. You have your theme installed. So guys, the installation is done. It's quick and straightforward.
Step number 6, you can go right ahead and then design your blog. And I'm gonna show you guys straight up on how you design your blog, and so that you guys can see how easy it actually is. So let's get to design our blog.
So now that you have installed your, you installed your blog, you need to go to the URL where you installed your blog. So I'm just gonna use one of my test URLs. At the end, you always put wadmin because that takes you to the back end, and you can only do your updates to your blog in your back end. And now this is the the details that I registered my website with. So when you do the install, this is when you register this information. So I'm just gonna go right ahead and then log on to my blog. All right, so this is the WordPress, back end. So this is a dashboard that you use to create your blog. All right, so once you have logged in, you will see that you have all these settings that you can play around with. So I'm just gonna go right ahead and then say customize site. All right, so I can customize my blog, change the look and feel. So I'm just gonna go right on site identity and then change that. So I'm gonna say welcome to my personal, or I can just say food welcome to my personal, I'm gonna keep it simple, personal blog. All right, can you see the changes are appearing there? So I'm just gonna say my blog. All right, and you guys can spend so much time, and if you have a logo, you can just go right ahead and then select your logo, and you can change your colors as well. Just make it, something that is more appealing. So I'm just gonna change it to that, and you can add the background image as well if you like. So many options, make your blog look nice. So really, this is just how you customize your blog. Let's go to home page changes. So if I want to change this, I can just say okay, I should be able to change that in another setting. But really, you can just go right ahead and then edit all of this content, right? So now I'm just gonna publish it. All right, so now it says it's published. So those changes are active. So if I go to my posts here, guys, I can change my posts as well. So I can just go right ahead and then say, change that and say, on my blog, I talk about, or let me just say, career operations. So I can just go right ahead and say, on my blog, I talk and then I can just go right ahead and then update that. And once it's updating, I can just go to my blog and then see test. And then just see how it looks like. You see, you can always create a little description about yourself. You can always, come up with interesting things on what to talk about on your blog. So, you can also change your menus, guys. I think it really just, you play around with that. And let me click on blog, edit page. And you see here, you can, edit your page. You can edit your page. So really, guys, all the settings are there. You just need to play around with your theme, with what you selected, and see how it looks. So I'm just gonna go right back, close. close. So there are so many settings, guys. You can create new pages on your blog. Keep it short and simple. You don't really have to keep it complicated. All you need to do is really just to so guys, it's really just a matter of clicking and updating, clicking and updating. Like here, I can just go right ahead and then maybe replace that. And then I can also replace this. Guys, it's really, it's just, you just have to click on what you want, replace it, add your content, move things around. This is really nice. Let me just replace that one with that picture. And as you can hear, you can just change your content. How I started in IT. Then you tell your story here. How. So guys, really straight to the point. You can just go right ahead and then update that. And then let's see how our page looks like. Right. Nice, right? That's so nice. So really, guys, create your blog, start blogging. I'm not gonna go into a lot of details because really it depends on the type of theme you are getting, but I know you get the idea of what I'm trying to get it. You have your theme, you just click on your content, you update what you want to talk about, you click on your pictures, you update what you want to talk about, you change your menus, you update your contact details, and you start blogging, and you feed your audience with information about your blog on a daily basis.
So guys, we have come to the end of our video. Step number 6, start blogging. Guys, you got yourself a domain, you got yourself a web hosting package, you got yourself a good template, you designed your blog. So you start blogging, you start interacting with your clients, you start keeping your customers informed, you keep your blog as live as possible. People need to understand that you are a blogger, you know what you are blogging about. And your audience need to be hungry to come to your platform on a daily basis. Make it beautiful, make it appealing, make it interactive. Make sure that you have time, and put in effort, into keeping your customers engaged. Guys, I hope this was the excellent video ever. I feel it was straightforward. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comments below. If there's something that you don't understand, you can also just put it in the comments below so that I can answer your questions in the comments below. I'm excited to always be here for you guys and teaching you guys. In the next session, there is so much that we are still going to be covering. Thank you again for watching my video, and I hope really it helped someone out there. If you're out there, you want to learn how to create your own websites, you are out there, you want to start blogging, I really think this should have been helpful. So guys, see you again once more. Bye. Ciao.